This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, so I will be doing a video version of this podcast episode, but I wanted to talk on a particular person that in 2020 I was talking about him quite frequently, and then I stopped because I overall thought I was in the clear. I thought that there was nothing else to talk about, and the best way I personally feel like to overall how can I place this in words? Alright, so I'm gonna just get straight into it, and I guess as I'm going along, I could come up with the words I need to come up with. But anyways, so back in 2020, actually, you know what? No, rewind before 2020. 2016, got into it with a YouTuber. I think everybody knows that. Alright, fast forward 2020, the beef kind of died off. But there were some people that wanted the beef to continue. So yeah, it was like there was no escaping it. Even if it was done and over with and there wasn't nothing else to talk on, know that there is people out there that still wanted to beef and have problems. So they just pretty much took things in their hands. I just realized that my PlayStation, so you guys probably was hearing like a PlayStation 5 background noise. It just sounded so mellow and relaxing. It slipped my mind that it was playing out loud. So, but anyways, alright, getting back to this podcast episode. So, you guys probably didn't hear it since my microphone was facing more towards me and stuff. So, but anyways, so this one particular guy that I discovered on Twitter was making tweets about me, and occasionally I would do that. If I'm looking for a tweet, or if I just wanted to see, what's being said about me and crap. I think I was looking up what was being said about me, and just to see if the beef was actually done and over with, or if there are people out there still trying to let it continue and stuff. So I came across this, and so I won't be name dropping him in this podcast episode, but I will be posting his name in the video and stuff, because I'm no, this guy, He's weird, man. He is extremely weird, and I'm people like him, I'm bro, you don't need to be on the internet if you're going to be carrying on the way that you carrying on, alright? I'm just going to say that. But so anyways, so yeah, I'd seen him, and then just seen that he had a bunch of different tweets about me. So I think what I had did was that I talked about it on my podcast. And then, yeah, just, left it as that. And then he still was making more and more tweets about me and stuff. So at that point, me and him, I had to say we kind of had a conflict going on. We were going back and forth and stuff. And then he went and created, so he has 3 Twitter accounts. And at first I discovered the one, and then I seen this a separate one that he was also talking about me on, and then he created an account that was just for me. So that's why I was bruh, I'm saying you should not be, even in your late teens, early teens, you should not be at any age carrying on like this. It's more acceptable for a kid because, kid ain't really thinking that much. They're just, just doing things for the moment. But in this guy's case, it's you are in your 20s, bro. There's people, they've already discovered themselves. They already know what they want to do. You got 20-year-olds that are traveling the world, having families, going through college, freaking, what are some other stuff, doing the most with their career paths and stuff. You got some that's in the military, protecting this country. You would rather sit and talk about another 20-year-old as if you have actual legitimate beef with me. Like that's the part that I don't think that hasn't clicked in his head. It's like, we've never met. We don't have any beef. There should be no reason. Well, and that's the thing where it's like, I know most people would say, like, oh, well, there's beefs that have happened on, within content creating, and the individuals haven't met. That's true. So why should it even continue? That's my question. Why should you waste time throughout your day talking about me? So I remember at some point in time, so actually, no, it was right after the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor stuff. It was when they're, what do they call it when the people, they be outside, like, not right, protesting. It was the Breonna Taylor and George Floyd protesting. And I remember, like, overall, like, just, of course, like, when, at that time, like, social media was just being, like, flooded with all that stuff. And I did see him making some more tweets about me. And I think I either said it in a podcast or I said it in a tweet. And I was like, instead of, I think I might have said it in a podcast episode. But anyways, I was like, instead of, like, worrying about what I'm doing at all hours of the day, how about talk on something a little bit, not even a little bit, a lot of bit more serious than me? Like, because if you sit down, like, the crazy thing is that if you ask them that question, what's more important? Getting justice for a woman that wrongfully lost her life, or talking about a YouTuber that you don't even know? Like, he did answer that question. He overall did say how he felt on, both situations and things. So I did say that. I was like, instead of, like, worrying about what I'm doing all hours of the day, how about you talk on something a little bit more serious? How about you talk on this Breonna Taylor, stuff that's going on? His words, not mine. He goes on to say, that's not important. Now, he didn't necessarily say that he would rather sit and talk about me, but I think we obviously see which path he chose. And he still, till this day, and that's why I'm even doing this podcast episode, but still, till this day, bro is still talking about me. I haven't talked, I had to say thing that, or the last time I guess, went to see what he was doing is when I seen that he was reposting, like, videos and streams of mine. I'm like, I'm not with that. I'm like, you ain't gonna be reposting my stuff and then just thinking you're gonna just slide with it. So I had copyright striked a lot of that stuff, and then there was some that he privated, but I'm like, why are you reposting my stuff? Like, honestly, it's stuff like that I just don't get. I don't understand. And so actually, that's why, how I found out about him. It wasn't through Twitter. I had just seen most of his stuff through Twitter, but how I found out about him. So there was a time where I had posted a video, but the program that I used to record the video, it had messed up and muted my microphone. So I was just sitting there just randomly talking like what I'm doing right now, talking away, microphone muted the whole time. So I had posted that video by accident. Like, I didn't realize, because I thought that it was fine. I had recorded all this other content with that program. Nothing had messed up. I recorded that one video, then it messed up. So, and it was crazy because, like, when it was a friend of mine that had reached out to me and was all like, hey, you messed up in your last video. It wasn't on audio and stuff. And I'm pretty sure people in the comment sections would have said the same thing. This guy went out of his way to repost that video and to say that I'm lazy because my editing or my program that I use to like edit videos and whatever, Wondershare Filmora. And I've talked on how I, don't particularly care for that program. But he was saying that I was lazy because the audio had messed up. I don't get that. I don't get how an individual. So that's his thing, is calling me lazy, and so that was another thing that I seen today. So why I'm talking about him today? Let's get on into that. So yeah, I overall was scrolling through. I think what I was trying to do was find a video of like that I had did, and came across a playlist that was made about me, and the creator of that playlist was him. And in the playlist, which playlist? Because there was like numerous playlists that he had, but I'm trying to think like for whatever playlist that it was. But the thing that I don't understand is that he's calling me lazy, but I'm like, fam, if you sit down and look at yourself as a content, if he wants to call himself a content creator, look at yourself as a content creator and look at me as a content creator. Now, I don't know what he does, outside of content creating. I hope it's something productive. But as you're sitting here making a playlist about me, having to constantly update it whenever I'm doing a video, because he had a playlist of well, I think the one that I seen, or no, I think that's what it was where he was saying that I was lazy, was me reacting to my friend Hot Tea. And I'm like, out of all the videos like that, those are the ones that you choose to make a playlist out of? Like, alright, I guess. But anyways, he was saying that I was lazy because I didn't make a playlist. And I'm like, fam, why does it even matter? Like, at the end of the day, if somebody wanted to really find a video, I would imagine they would save it. I'm pretty sure they already know what the title is. Like, my thing is when I go to a YouTuber, I'm not relying on a playlist. I'm going to search that video up. If I don't find the video, then that's it. I guess I'm lost out of a video. But I'm not going to call that creator lazy without knowing what they're doing throughout the day. You don't know absolutely nothing. The only thing that he knows about me, and I would really love for him to sit down and explain everything that he knows about me, because I guarantee and I promise you it is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's going to be a spitting image of every other video that's been made about me. But I would love for him to sit down and talk about everything that he knows about me. Honestly, I would love that. I would really love to see what he knows about me. But I guarantee and I promise you this, it's absolutely nothing. But the funny thing is that even though I'm saying that, I feel like I kind of have him, written down. Like, I know him. Because the thing is like, I've met people like him before. And their lives are miserable. It is. They have to live this life every single day, and it is miserable. Because he's doing all this, yelling and getting all riled up anytime he sees something, surrounding me, or not surrounding me, but anytime when he just sees me being active on social media, and it gets him so upset. He feels a certain way. He's annoyed that I woke up today and chose content creating. But the thing is like, why? Like, what do you have bottled up in your head that you don't want to unscrew that you have against me? Like, what is it? Because I will really like to know. Fam, please reach out to me, okay? It's funny because he has me blocked across social media, and I'm like, I think it should be the other way around. I think I should be blocking you across social media because you're the one that's doing the stalking and stuff. But, and then it's funny how he says, like, that I'm, because no, I was like, it was some podcast episodes that I also posted on YouTube, and he was saying how I'm his hater. And I'm like, fam, I'm only talking about you because you're talking about me. Do you think, like, sit down and think about it. Do you think if you've never had any of the stuff that you have on social media, well, not even on social, but just on, like, all of, like, all platforms, like Twitter, YouTube, I'm trying to think, it was Instagram, because I remember there was the day, and this, like, hatred that he has against me, it's been going on for 5 years. And you would think, like, fam, you've celebrated 5 birthdays. You have entered 5 different years. I'm saying, like, I would imagine that there has been points and times in his life where he has noticed signs, where he has noticed things that is entering in his life, and he's probably confused on why it's entering his life, but it's to take you away from this life that you're living right now. Because, like I said, I know people like him. I know how they carry on. I know how they sleep at night. I know everything about them. And it is honestly the saddest life that you can possibly live. Like, no, I really want people to sit down and listen to what I'm saying in this podcast episode. If you gotta rewind, go all the way back to 0 minutes and 0 seconds and start this podcast all over again, fam, do it, okay? But I want people to sit down and listen to what I have to say about this. Because here's the thing. I'm 26. I just turned 26 years old. If I was carrying on like him, because the thing is this. when I sit down and look at my life and I look at the things that I do and how it's not getting me in a better position, like if I'm like wasting my time being around people, if I'm wasting my time, just doing other stuff, if I'm wasting my time just doing whatever, I think about that. That stuff lingers in my head. And I'm like, fam, why am I doing this? Why am I doing something that I shouldn't be doing? Why am I doing something that I don't even need to be doing? Why am I not focused on the bigger picture in my life? And I honestly think if there is things that you are doing in your life that you are not proud of, that you are not happy about, and there is a bigger picture, there is something that is in front of you. Because honestly, that thing that is in front of me, and I know a lot of people probably think that I'm crazy, but it's content creating. That's the one thing that's in front of me where it's like, yeah, I may struggle with it. Yeah, I may have problems with it. Yeah, I might have or come across people that's just flat out toxic for no reason. But guess what? There is a reason why I'm here. There is a reason why I've spent thousands of dollars, on freaking computers, video games, consoles, devices of all sorts. I'm saying there is a reason why I had put so much time and effort into this stuff, because it is preparing me for something a lot bigger. I'm saying at the end of the day, me posting the content that's going to entertain people, look at where it's gotten me. 28,000, over 20,000, probably like more than that. Over 30,000 subscribers across all 43 of my YouTube channels. 11,000 subscribers on TikTok. Probably, let me think about it, maybe 1,000, couple thousand with other social media platforms and stuff. But I'm saying I've grown as a content creator. I've grown as a person. There was stuff that I was doing back then that I was not proud of, that I am not doing today. And there are some things that I'm still trying to get rid of and get out of my life, so I'm not doing that stuff on a regular basis. It ain't like nothing bad or anything. I don't want people to like, oh, he's into drugs, he's into alcohol or something. No, it ain't stuff to that extent. But there's just things that I noticed where I'm all like, bro, I shouldn't be like wasting my time. But like, I'm working out, I'm trying to be more healthier. Like, I'm trying to better my life. And then when I look at this guy, I'm like, fam, you're still the same person. I went all the way back to 2018. I remember I went on his account and went all the way back to 2018. It was his Instagram account. And this dude was talking about me all the way back in 2018. I didn't even notice it. I didn't care. But the fact that he wanted to do that, like, you choose to do that. You wake up and you choose to do that type of stuff. And it's like, fam, why? Like, honestly, why? Because I would really hate, the thing is this, I would really hate to, look up one day, right? I'm in this like amazing situation because of content creating. I sat down, I took the time to just really focus on content creating and made the best out of it. You're still in the same position that you were in when I took notice of you in 2020. Like, fam, if just seeing me how much I've grown now, that should have motivated you to be a better person. I know you may have a hatred towards me. Why? I don't understand. You don't even know who I am. But you may have that. But you should have at least been in a much more better position in life than you were back then. And you're still in the same position. If not, prove me wrong. But like, honestly, no, like, I would really love for this guy, like, we debate on freaking a Twitch stream, social media, YouTube videos. I don't care how we do it, but it's like, fam, we gotta sit down and talk about this. Because I'm telling you right now, there is going to be, you don't even have to talk to me about it. I know he has to have friends. If he doesn't, it's like, okay, well, I can clearly see why. But if you got friends, bro, okay, ask them about this. Ask them, is this normal? Show them everything that you're doing. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. If you strongly believe in this hatred that you have towards me, fam, you should be acting the same way I am when it comes to content creating. Telling the world. I'm out and about, telling the world about how I'm a content creator, and I am proud of it, bro. I am proud of it. I am happy to tell people that I'm a content creator. Let's see you try to do the same thing and show them what you're doing on content creating. Show them that Twitter profile that you have where you're just talking about me every single day. Show people that. I would love to see people's reactions to that. But anyways, and that being said, there's a TV show coming on right now, and I'm not trying to miss it, so I'm going to do any of that promo stuff because it's going to lead into the time of this TV show. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.